They say that deep in the forests of Kentucky, there's a place no one dares to enter. A cold, dark cave where the cries of the lost echo through the stone walls, and anyone who enters might never return. This is the gate to hell, a place where the line between our world and the world of terror becomes razor thin. Now imagine, 3 curious young people decide to crawl this gate and face the darkness head on. But what awaits them is a horror beyond imagination. It was the summer of 2005. The air was hot and suffocating, but deep in the forests of Kentucky, something unnatural was breathing. 3 adventurous young people, Eric, Jason, and Leah, decided to spend the weekend differently. The 3 had been friends since high school and loved exploring abandoned and mysterious places. They had found the cave's route from dark internet forums. The warnings were plenty. Turn back. Do not cross the gate. Something awakens in the dark. But those very warnings only fueled their excitement. On Friday at noon, they reached the forest area near the cave. The cave's entrance was covered in ancient trees and dried vines. The air smelled of dampness and sulfur. As they entered, the temperature dropped sharply, as if they had stepped into another world. At first, everything seemed normal. The sound of dripping water, the flashlight beams reflecting off the cave walls. But after about 20 minutes of walking, the signs began. First, a whispering sound came from deep within. Then, muddy footprints appeared in front of them, impossibly fresh. Eric said he heard someone crying, but when they turned around, no one was there. Suddenly, Leah stopped. Her breathing had become heavy. She pointed at the cave wall in fear. Under the flashlight, they saw something carved into the rock, like a bas-relief. 3 human figures, one falling, one burning, and one screaming with hollow eyes. Jason, who had gone a bit ahead, suddenly screamed. When the other 2 reached him, they found him on the ground, eyes wide, staring blankly at a dark crack in the wall. Inside the crack, they found a small chamber. The stench was so overwhelming, it made breathing nearly impossible. Broken animal bones and what appeared to be human remains were scattered across the floor. Eric found a dust-covered book. It was written in Latin, but one page was open, and its translation was terrifying. The gate has opened, the spirit is free, and whoever enters will leave a part of themselves behind, forever. At that moment, Leah fainted. On her arm was a fresh red claw mark. When the rescue team entered the cave's entrance area 2 days later, deep within the cave, they had encountered signs that changed everything. Symbols drawn with dried blood on the rocks, shattered bones, and most horrifying of all, a dead tree standing in the middle of the cave, with ropes hanging from it, seemingly used for dark rituals. One of the teens, in a video he had recorded, captured the sound of a strange creature. A voice that sounded like a mix of a human and an animal crying together. That loud, trembling, hateful voice echoed from the depths of the cave.
Turn back. This is not your home.
Gasping for air, but something was chasing him. Something with no shadow. Something that, when the flashlight hit it, had no face. Some locals believe that cave is actually a gateway to the underworld, a living hell beneath the earth. A place where, in the past, a cult of dark sorcerers performed human sacrifices to awaken the voice of darkness, a voice that can only be heard in absolute silence.